my babies and I had my first kiss. I've walked down Main Street in the cold morning mist. Over there is where I bought my first car. It turned over once, but then it never went far. And I can see the sun setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, go on now and kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Our Town. I'm Jill Lawrence, and for today's show we have the pleasure of having the Norfolk Lions Club back with us and the president, David Turi. Hi David, welcome back.
Thank you, glad to be here.
Great to be here. And we also have Brian Hilfrank, who's race director of the Norfolk Runs 5K.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, great. So we're glad to have you back. We had you on in the holiday season.
Yes.
And so this is a second episode for the Norfolk Lions, a sequel. And if you would, David, please fill us in on the past events, what's been going on since we last spoke, and then maybe some future events as well.
Okay, well, the last time when I was here, Santa was with me.
Yes, that's
and
right.
We had the Santa parade soon after that, and pictures with the Santa, and that was always a great event. And we had the local singing group, which I can't think of their name.
Is it the Franklin Inspiration from Franklin? Yeah.
No, they're from Norfolk.
Norfolk, okay.
And amazing group of girls. In fact, they're headed to Disney World this week to give a performance.
They performed at the holiday tree lighting inside
and
with
inside,
the Santa
pictures. And it was a great event, and we do it with the recreation, and Ann Proto does a good job of the lighting event, and then with the KP band and stuff.
Oh, that's right. And Santa's very patient, as you said.
Oh, he's very patient. He loves the kids.
Yes,
and
lots of pictures.
And of course, people and families come, and so you take one picture, and then it's like, can we put the cousins together? Can we put this group together? And friends get together. Yes. And so there's multiple pictures, and we don't care. It's like, that's what, it's a fun day, and people are very patient, and we appreciate that. They don't mind waiting for 45 minutes to get their picture taken. Right. But it's personalized for them.
It is, yeah.
It's not like at the malls.
Right. Everyone gets a Polaroid.
They do.
What's better than that?
They do. We're trying to figure out how we can do that in digital, but we'll work it out for this next year. But after that, we did our Chili Fest in February, and all the money raised went to the food pantry, and that's an annual thing that we do. Raised about $1,000.
Great.
And as I said, very successful. And Eagle Brook won this year.
Oh, okay. They won the Chili Fest.
They won again. It's always between them and a horse and carriage, it seems.
Okay.
So
proceeds to the Norfolk Food Pantry.
Yes.
Excellent.
And now we're looking at the last two big events. Well, we had a health and wellness day.
Right, yes.
And that's more of a community outreach where what we did is we had two chairmen, Paul Terrio and Al Boza, and we had about 30 health-related vendors, I'll say.
Exhibits,
and including the nutritional group from the school and like that. And it was great. Then we had American Red Cross there to take blood, and they got like 28 pints, which was above their goal.
Oh, good.
So they were very satisfied. And it was the first time we did it inside. It was only our second annual, but now they're saying, okay, next year we want to make it bigger and better, and so we will. And so that was good. And so now it's looking at the road race in May, and then Community Day in June. And then my year wraps up, but we're already planning for the next term, and Bruce Beans will be the president.
Okay.
But the first thing on our agenda is the golf tournament, which is September 16th, and all that money, the proceeds go to the Jocelyn Research Diabetes Center in Boston.
Okay, and that's September.
September, it's a Monday, and posters will be going up, and you can go to our website, NorfolkMALions.org.
NorfolkMALions.org.
16th of September, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the new, so you're July to July
Is our
your
year.
term. So you're
Yeah.
outgoing president,
Yep.
passing off a little
And
bit.
we've given out over $15,000 worth of donations, and we'll probably give out another 5 before the year ends.
Just in the one fiscal year?
Yeah.
sorry,
So yeah, it was a
that's
great year, and typical year that we've been having for the funds that are raised. But the community has been really good in supporting our activities, and we appreciate everybody's participation.
Right. Well,
And-
it seems the Norfolk Lions are a great kind of a joining of both the community events and bringing the community together, the
Yeah.
close-knit, having that close-knit feeling in Norfolk, as well as the charity part, where
Yes.
you are raising money and then giving it to great
Well, that's
causes.
it, and that's, our motto is we serve, and so, yeah, we give back. And we're working on a community project for this, hopefully this fall, but it's not completed yet and finalized with the different town boards. But once that's done, we'll announce it, but it's looking to be a good event for us. Other people can get involved in the project, and it'll benefit the whole town.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, David. So David Turi, outgoing president of the Norfolk Lions. And then again, I'll introduce Brian Hilfrank, who is the race director for the Norfolk Runs 5K.
Yes.
Which is right around the corner.
It is,
It's
May
coming up.
5th.
May 5th. Okay.
Cinco de Mayo.
Sunday, May 5th.
Yes.
Great. So Cinco de Mayo. So tell us what you have planned.
Well, we're going to take that Cinco de Mayo theme and make it a bit of a fiesta.
Okay, great.
So,
Costumes.
yes, costumes are very welcome for all runners.
Okay.
And in fact, there's a category of best costume.
Oh,
And all of the workers will be wearing sombreros, and there may be some ponchos around. We're going to have a piñata
great.
for the younger kids.
That's fun.
Because we have a little kids race as
That's
well.
right. And would you give us the times of that, if you don't mind?
The fun run, which is the 1K, goes off at 9:30
Okay.
Sunday morning.
Okay.
That's followed at 10 o'clock with the 5K.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Great, okay. So tell me about the sponsorship.
The
Thank you.
entire event, we are very, very fortunate. The entire event is underwritten by the local Dunkin Donuts, the one here in Norfolk. And which is tremendous, because with that, all of our expenses, 100% of our expenses are covered, which means all the revenues that we gather from our registrations, we have a raffle, we have a silent auction, because a lot of the sports teams, local sports teams and others give us
Donate.
big ticket items.
Okay,
All of that is able to be donated back.
great.
And the benefactors this year will be the local DARE program, run by Officer Plimpton,
Right,
and then the local SAD program.
okay. The King Philip SAD
Yes,
chapter.
Yes,
Okay,
so in essence, I make the analogy that SAD is the high school version of DARE.
right. Okay, so DARE, and I think DARE goes all the way down, maybe to 5th or 6th grade as well. DARE is drug abuse resistance education.
Yes.
And then tell us what SAD stands for.
SAD is
Okay.
Students Against Destructive Decisions.
Okay, great.
So-
So those are two, they kind of do go hand in hand, like you said, sort of a younger group
Right.
and then the older. And this is all, so the whole event is underwritten by the local Dunkin Donuts franchise. So
Yes.
and it's held right there at.
Everything is
on
right at
property.
Dunkin Donuts.
Okay.
And they've been underwriting this. This is our 7th year
Okay, 7th annual,
running this.
great.
Right. So everything will be right at Dunkin Donuts, right out on their lawn.
Okay,
And so we expect somewhere around 200, 250 runners.
okay,
And like I said, everyone gets a T-shirt. We serve burgers and
Oh,
hot
my
dogs
goodness.
after the race.
great.
There is
This
a
is
DJ.
a fiesta.
It is a fiesta.
No margaritas.
No margaritas. There's a DJ.
Okay,
Like I said, there's raffles. So everybody that registers gets 2 free raffle tickets. And there's usually somewhere between 13 and 15 different items that get raffled off.
Oh, great.
And then, of course, you can buy more raffles if you like.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then, as I mentioned, we'll have the silent auction as well.
okay, wow, so this is great. So the Norfolk Runs 5K, Sunday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and that is a lot involved in that. Wow,
Well, it is, and I want to congratulate the SAD kids, because part of that is we asked if they would help us in terms of getting the word out, promoting. We put out little business cards, and we go to the local races,
Oh, okay.
and they put them underneath the windshields, and it's a way to
Right.
advertise. So
Yes.
they've had crews that have gone off to the local races
Okay.
for us, and then they'll be helping us out race day, doing the
Okay.
water station, helping at the registration table, things along those
Okay,
lines.
so these are the King Philip High School kids?
Correct.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So, well, I know that road races, there's so many now in so many communities that it's competitive to draw in runners.
is.
Yeah,
It
I'm
is.
sure. So, but that sounds great. It sounds like something that that I should do. Get out there and do the 5K. So, do you want to talk about registration?
Yep. You can register either online
Okay.
at Norfolk Runs 5K,
Okay.
and obviously the Norfolk Runs comes from the Dunkin Donut runs.
Yes,
America
where everyone
runs
runs on Dunkin'.
So
Okay,
that's,
so
that's
cute,
the
very
connection.
cute. Norfolk
That's
Runs,
the connection.
okay.
So it's NorfolkRuns5K.org,
Okay.
and you
great.
can register online there, or you can go to the local Dunkin Donuts. There's registration forms there,
Okay.
and those are the two best ways to do it.
Okay.
And I get a lot of emails at that same address, NorfolkRuns5K@gmail,
Oh.
asking for registration forms, how do I register, things like that. So
Okay.
any one of those three will work, or day of.
I was going to say, is there race day registration?
Yes, and we're excited this year because we're going to be able to have a smartphone so you can register with a credit card.
Oh, great.
Because
Yeah.
typically, if you've ever
Yeah,
been to a
people-
race,
Yeah, they don't have cash.
they don't have cash.
I
You're
know, I'm a
writing
runner.
checks,
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
You know, everybody's there trying to get their bibs, their
Yeah,
pins, their,
yeah.
you know, and you're doing all that registration. So we're pretty excited. We think we can streamline it a lot better now with the ability to just do it online, or excuse me, with a credit card.
Okay, that's great. And so obviously for you guys, it's best for a pre-registration would be the best, but you will have day of if people decide at the last minute.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Again, we expect somewhere between 200 and 225 typically is what we're anticipating.
Okay, that's a good solid race for May, absolutely. Okay, and so it's right at Dunkin' Donuts, 9:30 for the kids' race, or the 1K. That's open to everyone? Or
Yes,
yeah.
they will be from literally infants to 12 years old.
I want to see the infants running.
And they run a loop because it's right down by Dunkin' Donuts. So they go out and they run through the parking lot of the MBTA.
Okay.
And around past Daly's back down. That's the
Oh,
little
okay.
chute. And then they come in and they have their numbers or their time
Yeah.
read off to them, so
Oh,
they'll come
that's
across
cute.
and see where it is.
Right.
And that's where we'll have the piñata, and
Okay.
they'll be able to celebrate down in there. So
Can they hit the piñata on the way through the finish line?
it's a good idea. you know? We were just discussing that last night. So
That
maybe
means
that's
though you have to give everybody a stick to
Yes,
run with.
right.
Oh,
They're running
run
with
with a stick. Good, Jill. That's a good
That
safety.
could be a good
out there.
idea, yeah.
Oh,
that
well,
could
if
be
someone
exciting.
passes them, they can
That's
use the
right.
stick.
That's it.
So, okay, great. Well, I think that covers, Brian, I think that covers everything. And so immediately following the kids' race, or the 1K, is the 5K. Do you want to
Correct.
mention the route for that, just
We
briefly?
start, actually, it's a sanctioned, totally certified USTAF
Yeah.
course.
Yes,
And it's
okay, so
relatively
measured.
flat. And we start right in front of the credit union.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Foxborough Federal.
Oh, Foxborough Federal.
Not the
Okay, so
credit
you walk up that
We
way.
walk
Okay.
up, so you actually, it's kind of strange, you start uphill.
Yeah,
But
okay,
then it's
okay.
straight on out past the Olive Day.
Yeah.
Down Medway,
Medway
down into
Street.
Cape Cod Estates.
Okay, and
Back
around.
up through that
Okay,
way.
and it finishes, does it finish at Dunkin'
Finishes
Donuts?
right at Dunkin' Donuts. You
Okay,
come- So it's a
yeah.
great finish, because
Yeah.
typically the wind is at your back coming down the home
Okay.
stretch,
Oh,
and you're
good.
going downhill.
Okay,
So downhill past Daly's, then you
Right.
take the left right into the driveway.
into the
of-
driveway.
Of the MBTA.
okay.
And that's where the chute is, and it's professionally timed.
Great.
It will be posted on Cool Runnings.
Okay, coolrunnings.com.
Yes.
Which has got road race results.
Yes, so
Okay.
that's kind of the place to go to
Yes,
see how
it
you
is.
did
Yes.
for everybody nationwide. So
Okay.
we're on Cool Runnings. You can visit the site there as well. It links over to our site. But at the end of the day, the registration or your times will be on Cool
Posted
Runnings.
up.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's all posted, professionally timed, sanctioned.
Okay,
And also, we have Reebok
okay.
donates to the winners, male and female, a brand-new pair of top-line Reebok running shoes.
Running shoes. Wow, that's great. So
So-
those are donations from
Right.
Reebok.
And you actually
Okay.
are able to choose what it is that you want. They give you the different models, and then
Oh,
the
wow.
winner decides what it is that they want.
Great. So there's some some motivation.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and then every age group has the standard first three
Okay.
placements,
Yeah.
win a medal,
Win a medal. Okay.
right? And then, of course, all the kids get a little something for everything that they do.
Okay. Oh,
And-
good. A
right.
little something. Yep.
And then, as we mentioned, everybody gets 2 raffle tickets to the
Yeah.
13 to 15 different raffles that are there.
Okay.
And we feed you.
Yeah, and you feed, right? Gosh, that's
And there's
amazing.
also, for veterans, there's a lower fee, correct?
There is.
There is,
For,
yes.
For registration.
For veterans, okay.
Right. It's a lower fee for them, and it's a whole different age, category, too. So
Okay, for placement.
for place finishing, right.
Okay.
So they're
all
kind of
right.
outside of that.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. They deserve a special,
Yeah.
they deserve a
Right.
special treatment. All right, I think we've covered it. Brian Hilfrank, race director of the Norfolk Runs 5K.
Yes.
Sunday, May 5th, and I will be there. I will do my best. That sounds fun. Are you running?
I'll be in a cast.
Oh, gosh, that's right, that's right. So
He'll be
no,
manning the grill.
you'll man the grill.
I'll be mixing the margaritas.
That's right.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much. And I know we're going to go ahead and do a little more talk going forward about Community Day. But Brian, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Great info. And we'll be right back.
Thank you.
It's here I had my babies and I had my first kiss. I've walked down Main Street in the cold morning mist. Over there is where I bought my first car. It turned over once, but then it never went far. And I can see the sun setting fast. And just like
Welcome back. We are now going to continue with our Norfolk Lions episode. We've still got David Turi here with us to talk about all the our spring update for the Norfolk Lions Club. And now welcome Ed Melanson.
Hey.
Welcome, Ed. And Ed is the Community Day co-chair this year. And I'm going to turn it right over to you, Ed, and you can tell us all about the Community Day 2013.
Okay, thank you. First, I want to, my co-chair is Patty McCarty, and unfortunately she couldn't make it here today, so I'm going to speak for both of us. I think a lot of people know Patty from her involvement in town, so when you see her, say hi. For Community Day, this is our 21st annual event. It started at Old Timers Day, and now it's transitioned to Community Day. I'm not sure exactly when that happened, but it's probably been more than a decade. The event is going to be held on June 8th, Saturday, so please mark your calendars. I know that we send things out to the students in both the schools, so look for those in the backpack. They should be coming home soon. We're holding the event at the Holmes Bus Company on Myrtle Street, and special thanks to the Holmes for all that they do for us. It's tremendous to allow us to use their property every year, and for 21 years now.
That's great. They're very generous.
They're very generous. We certainly appreciate it. This year, as in past years, there is no rain date, so it's going to happen on June 8th. I know we've had people in town ask us multiple times why we don't have rain dates, and the reality is just the logistics of making that happen is very difficult. We've got a lot of different vendors and people that come from afar, and once it's on their calendar, that's the date. So the best thing about this event, though, from my perspective, I've been involved in this for quite some time. It's a low-cost family event. It's really designed to bring the community together, and anyone that has attended it in the past, I seem to recall when I first got involved with this, and when my kids were at that point small, they enjoyed the bouncy rides, they enjoyed the attractions, some of the booths, all the little different things that are going on. Now, of course, they've all gone off to college, so they don't come as often, but it's nice to see others come up, and we've got different venues during the day for all age groups. So if it's okay, I'd like to highlight a couple things.
And give us the times, too.
Okay.
In case,
Oh, did I mess that up? It should be 11 to 4 on June 8th.
Right.
So it'll happen after I think the NCL has a road race that
race
starts at
early.
like 9, and so a little bit of a gap in between.
yeah, the Community Day starts at 11.
That's
Great.
right. We'll be all set up, ready to go. This year we've got some new things on the live entertainment. In the past, we've always had the KP Jazz Band.
That's right.
This year we're going to have the KP Steel Drum Band, so
Oh,
a little
steel
bit
drum
different.
band.
So
Getting
that
fancy.
should be very fun. We also have a group in town that's a banjo band, a 10 to 12 piece banjo band, which is going to be entertaining us as well. I heard Inspiration was mentioned earlier. They'll be there again this year.
They're a dance group.
No,
A
singing.
local singing local
group.
singing group.
Yeah, fantastic local singing group, so I encourage people to participate in that. We'll have kind of the standard stuff. We have the pie eating contest, so we encourage people to come out and, I don't know, is
Are there
root for your favorite person to
celebrities
get
or
it?
any local celebrities in the pie eating
Politicians
contest?
normally.
Yeah, it'll be probably primarily politicians and others that we can encourage to participate.
Okay.
We have the water balloon toss and the musical chairs and hula hoops and stuff like that. And in addition to that, we also have the foam which has been a big
Right.
hit with the little kids.
Which
So
is the
yeah.
Norfolk Fire Department, right?
may not be as popular with the parents, but I can tell you the kids love it. So we usually put that on later in the day so they have a chance to dry off a little bit before they go home. And usually we have all the different booths. We've got the event broken up into a number of different areas. So there's handcrafted items there, ranging from little things that you can paint, face painting, to I think we're trying to get birdhouses again this year to have kids be able to make birdhouses. A lot of town organizations and charities will be participating as they have in the past, as well as a tremendous number of the businesses from within Norfolk and some of the surrounding towns. So I encourage people to come out, walk around the booths, maybe stop by and see the fire department who will be preparing food, and we'll have drinks there. I think so the fire department has some food, and then we have some youth groups like the Leos, and I think it's DECA is providing like cotton candy and things like that.
And most things are like usually about $1, $2.
Absolutely.
You know, for
Yeah.
both the face painting, the activities for kids, as well as some of the snacks.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's actually, it's good that you bring that up, and that's by design. I mean, a lot of things the Norfolk Lions do is geared towards helping to raise funds to advance some of the charitable causes that we do in town. Community Day, the philosophy is a little bit different. The goal here is to give back to the community. And we're not trying to make a profit. It's not a fundraiser per se. In years past, we have had some opportunities where we've raised funds. Our expenses were less than what our costs were, which is good. We take that money and we then put it into our general fund for some of our other charities. But the primary idea behind Community Day is to give back and make it very affordable so that a family can show up and enjoy the day and not go broke in the process.
That's great.
See, some of the other things that we have there this year, we'll still have the animals. I think we're still trying to get
4-H, right?
Yeah, 4-H will be there, and we've got a couple other organizations that bring animals. I'm not sure if we're going to have the pony rides or not yet. We're still working, so we may, but we may not. It's always one of those last-minute things. We'll have our hay wagon to help bring people from the parking lot over to the event.
That's a nice touch.
Yep. Well, and then actually, it's kind of a safety issue as well. And I think we have, I think we have the antique fire truck as well. So some fun things to drive around. One of the events that we had last year, which I thought was a tremendous success, we're going to repeat again this year, is with our DPW, our Department of Public Works, and with the Recreation Department. They put on an event called Touch a Truck. Which is bringing in all of the big equipment, the trucks and the plows and the things that you see around town that are working for the town, and allowing the kids to get up into the equipment, you know, press the buttons, sound the horn, whatever it might be. And that was a very popular event last year. We're going to have that again this year, and so Rec will be helping us with that. There are, even though I said that we don't do fundraisers, there are two specific fundraisers we do on this day that contribute to other things. One is our silent auction. What's nice about the silent auction, in the past, usually the event is a very hot day. The silent auction is always in the shade, so encourage people to stumble over there and take a look at some of that stuff, which is nice. And then the other one that we do is a golf ball drop, which is a pretty exciting event,
seen that.
I think.
I gotta look for that.
Okay, so the way the golf ball event works is that we get a bucket of golf balls. We got a unique number on them. There's only 250 of them that are going to be sold. And the fire department sets up the big tall ladder truck, and we put a circle on the ground with a golf pin in the middle. One of the firemen goes up the ladder, gets to the very top, over the top of the pin, takes the bucket, and dumps them.
Oh, I see.
The
All at
closest
once.
ball to the pin gets, it's a 50-50 raffle, so they get paid nice, and I think that the second closest to the pin gets a smaller consolation prize. We're selling those golf balls. You'll see us at the transfer station.
Oh, you're selling them ahead of time?
Yes.
Before,
Yeah, this year we will have some at the event. I think in years past where we've done this, I'm not sure how many years we've done it now, we didn't have any left over for the day of event, and people asked us, wanted to participate, and unfortunately we had sold out. So if you have an interest in helping us, I encourage people to go to the transfer station. I think we'll be out there June 1st selling those. And then also that Sunday, I think, which would be June 2nd, I hope I got my dates right, we'll be at the Pond Street complex for the during the soccer games.
We'll still be going.
So, and we'll have somebody over there to help sell some of those.
And it's $10 a ball?
It is $10 a ball, and Yeah, and again, it's kind of fun. You see all
Yeah,
these
it is
people
fun.
kind of circle around. You see the guy climb up on top of the thing, and you dump the balls, and it's like everywhere they go.
We have tape measures
I
and
bet.
all.
I
'Cause
bet.
one year, was it last year or the year before, it was really close.
Very close.
But it's a fun thing to watch.
That's fun. See, they all dump at once, and so
Yeah.
there's only 250 that get sold.
That's right.
So it's a limited amount.
Yeah. The other thing, I guess, just to kind of, as I'm starting to wrap up here, there's a couple folks I'd like to at least say thank you to.
Yeah.
We get a lot of volunteer help. This is a all hands on deck event for the Lions, so everyone in the Lions Club tries to participate. We usually draft spouses and sometimes children to help us. We also get help from the Leos, which is a Lions organization at the high school.
Right. Okay, so
they-
King Philip Leos.
Comes out and helps us, which is fantastic. In the past, we've had some of the Boy Scouts and some of the Girl Scouts in town come out and help us, and naturally, again, this year we're looking for volunteers. So if anyone that's listening has a desire to volunteer, best way to reach us is through the Lions webpage. Or I don't think we have a specific web page yet for the Community Day event, but
No, but the Norfolk Lions webpage,
Yeah.
and we'll post that website up on the screen.
Yep.
Okay, so that's great. So it's all hands on deck. I know that. I mean, this is months in the planning, but probably more. It's probably you're really looking to Community Day as soon as one ends. You're looking ahead to the next year. So
And it's nice to end the year with an event like this because again, we do things for the community, and it's a great event to celebrate. And I think our members are disappointed when it's a rain out, and luckily we've only had a few of them because they just enjoy the whole thing and watching kids. Really, it's for the kids.
it's a very fun day. It's a very fun family day, and there's like a little bit for everyone, because
There
there's
is.
like the the animals and the trucks and the
music,
the train rides, the bouncy
performances.
rides. Oh, I forgot we have the bouncy rides, and this year we're going to have a couple new bouncy rides. And the bouncy rides, for lack of definition, that's where we have the obstacle course, the
Right.
moonwalk, and the basketball shoot. I think we've had jousting in the past.
Oh, wow.
This year, I think we have a new obstacle course. The other one, which I thought was very nice, this one, in theory, is going to make that one look tame. So it should be fun. So, and again, what I like is you watch the kids go through these things. They just have a blast, which makes it very fun to watch. We do have a number of sponsors throughout the community. I don't have a list of them here, but we'll have that information posted at the day of the event. We get a lot of participation from town businesses. We certainly thank them very much for that participation. It's through their efforts that funds the entire event for the community.
Okay, great. So we have a minute or two to go. So go ahead. Anything else that you have?
Well, let me just reiterate the times and everything. Again,
Okay,
it's
sure.
June 8th,
Saturday, June 8th. Yep. Not
from-
every week. Not every Saturday.
Not every Saturday.
We wish it was.
It'd be nice. It's from 11 to 4. It's after the road race. There's parking there at the event, and that's kind of the highlights. We look forward to seeing folks there.
Okay.
And-
Right, starting at 11, and I think it really is. You can bring all ages. It really is an all ages event, and I think that there's performances that kind of go on all throughout the day.
There is,
you
yeah.
know, as well as all the booths and the other fun stuff. So anything else that either of you
The
want to
antique
mention?
cars.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we have an antique cars that are there. We'll have probably
Okay.
10 to 15 cars there.
Okay, great.
There's the train ride on the homes. There's a little train there for the
There's
kids.
also the ride going. the
That's
train,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are probably the big things there. The entertainment starts, I think, at 11 and goes until 4. We'll also have entertainment underneath the big tent, so when people are eating lunch, then they can listen to something underneath there. And then we also have ice cream in case it's a nice warm day, which is kind of a nice thing.
Yeah. And you end up with all the foam, the fire department foam, which the kids can cover
Yes.
themselves in. And
That's right.
Only
That's right.
kids can go through.
Only
Jill.
kids. I know. That's what I'm waiting for. Well, we're kind of out of time, so this was great though. I think we covered Community Day very thoroughly, and it's such a great event. So we hope to see everyone there. David Turi, outgoing president of the Norfolk Lions, and Ed Melanson, co-chair of Norfolk Community Day this year. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Yeah, it was great. And for Our Town, I'm Jill Lawrence. Thanks for watching.
It's here I had my babies and I had my first kiss. I've walked down Main Street in the cold morning mist. Over there is where I bought my first car. It turned over once, but then it never went far. And I could see the sun setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. We'll go on now and kiss it goodbye.